Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in the Wild podcast. This might be a slight ASMR episode
I was about to say, you sound
because,
like so mysterious right now.
well, I am in a room with Ryan's family. We're all in Savannah to visit him, and I'm really excited to be here, but I just got here and now I have to record, and everyone is kind of going to sleep. So,
You have to be respectful.
yeah.
I'm so jealous. Is Ryan in the room?
No. he's
Okay,
not in here.
good. That was going to give me stage fright.
We've been talking for like 20 minutes. You think he's just been in here?
Yeah. It seems on brand.
It kind of does, actually.
I'm enjoying you not screaming at us.
I
Your
know.
normal hello.
I'm now realizing that I usually talk so loud on the podcast.
You're in your soft girl era.
I am.
Everyone's like, oh, my ears. They're not bleeding.
I can hear for once after listening to these
No, I'm
girls.
just kidding. Well, I'm so jealous of you being in Savannah this weekend. Do you all
Yeah, I
have
think that'll
any
be.
big plans?
So they came up on Thursday night, and then I came up after work on Friday, the day we're recording this, and they agreed to wait on me to do a trolley tour of Savannah because that just sounds so fun, if you ask me. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to the beach. Yeah, I think
How
that's about it.
fun.
Gonna play cards and fellowship with one
Uh,
another.
I love fellowshipping.
Yeah, nothing beats a good fellowship.
Do you have any life updates other than being in Savannah, the home of the bananas?
No, I
You
don't.
haven't doing a single thing?
Mallie and I do have an upcoming really, really fun thing that we're doing. We'll tell you after.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We have something so exciting cooking at
Mhm.
ATM at the moment. However, me this week, I've kind of been like not down in the dumps, but maybe a little. I the last like 2 weeks I was trying to work at the hospital and like get my shifts in. And so I worked Saturday night. And I'm not kidding, I have not been able to flip my schedule accordingly. My ring, I have one of the like health rings. It's not the Aura ring, but it's essentially the same thing. My sleep score has been in the 50s and 60s all week.
What is it usually?
Like 80, 90. I am just actually down bad, unfortunately.
It sounds like it.
And there's just like, it's also been VBS at our church this week. And that week in itself, even if you're getting that 80, 90 sleep score,
That'll wear you out.
it's a, my dad said it tonight. He was like, this is a labor of love.
It
VBS as an
is.
adult is literally just a labor of love.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't
It's
even have a
fun.
main role. I was essentially irrelevant. I just showed up and
You
like
were a floater.
maybe helped serve a drink or two. Why am I exhausted? Like I've literally just like sacrificed my life for 5
Yeah.
nights this week. So I'm in recovery. We're recording this episode, as LG said, a little bit late. And I just want y'all to know I've already popped 2 Lemmy sleeps. So if I fall
Did
over
you really?
unresponsive, yes, I'm cooking. I'm preparing for bed. I'm entering my
So
REM sleep.
this is going to be a complete ASMR episode because Mally's literally falling asleep and I have to be quiet. So
Yeah,
listen
it's
to
like
this one before you go to bed.
I need to be ready to slumber. As soon as this episode's in, like my head
You're
is
closing your eyes.
I'm going to be unresponsive.
Yeah.
So if my eyes get glassy and I start talking a little slurred and stuff, just know that's what's happening. Like I've got to get back on track.
Yeah.
It's not looking that way. But anywho, other than that,
Do you want to jump in?
yeah, I do. So yeah, I know. um,
You can go ahead.
I want to tell the inspiration of this episode. We're going to be discussing irrational fears, and this episode came to me as I was scrolling through TikTok because everyone will
As
make,
all great ideas
of
come.
course, when my eyes are locked on my little cellular device. Um, there was a TikTok, and it was like when someone asked me what my biggest fear is, and I just say spiders because I can't say, and it's like this long, in depth, irrational fear that like chances are will never happen, and it's like so obscure. All these perfect stars would have to be aligned for something so crazy to happen like that. So I was like, actually, I feel like everyone kind of has a couple irrational fears.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, we should talk about it because I think it would be really entertaining. But then I'm talking to my husband about this episode, and I was like, so do you have any irrational fears? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, like things that are totally stupid to be scared of, but like you're scared of them. And he's like, I don't know. I was like, oh. And then I got to
Okay.
thinking, do men have irrational fears? And then I was like, because all of his fears I feel like are could low key happen. And so I put a poll up. I put a poll on our Instagram, and I wanted the public to decide if men have irrational fears, or are they just rational in the way they fear.
No,
Well,
they're not. They have irrational fears. By the way, that's my opinion. They totally
do
have
you want
irrational
to
fears.
double down on that and give us an explanation?
I think, like, that's not, I don't think that's a difference between men and women. Like, I think that
Okay.
everybody is just like, has random stuff that they think about that's so unlikely, but it's just like always in your mind. And maybe it's not like a genuine fear, but it's like,
Right.
it's always there. It's always a thought.
Okay. Um, so the public says yes, 85% men do have irrational fears. No, only 15%. I thought
How
that was
many?
like kind of a big
Yeah.
difference. I would have voted probably no, but I've literally only asked one man.
um, how many men voted?
I think only my husband, actually.
Did he say
And
yes or no?
he voted yes. So
Oh,
I then had to text him and I was like, okay, so what is it? Literally, this man, first of all, probably always you getting kidnapped or trafficked when you're out and about alone. And I'm like, okay, that's actually unfortunately not that irrational.
it's
Like
not. Yeah,
praying
I
to
don't think
God it
so either.
doesn't happen. But, and then I said, I feel like that's not super irrational or crazy. Like it could unfortunately happen. He said, oh. I said, are there any other ones like crazy random? Please, this man, you cheating on me.
Also, could happen.
I'm like, wait,
Colin, don't put that out of the
you
realm
can
of
think of
possibility.
anything irrational. No, I just don't think he's getting the plot, even though I've tried to like pry
Yeah,
out of his mouth like four
yeah.
times now.
He needs examples. Like the
Oh no,
the
I gave him.
quintessential the quintessential one for you and I feel like is using the bathroom and a snake is in the toilet or like comes up through the drain and bites your butt.
I actually cannot use the bathroom without looking in the bowl.
It's don't even get me started on a porta potty.
First of all, I don't use a porta potty. I
Oh,
think I would rather pee
okay.
in the woods than in a porta potty.
Okay, what if you're at like I don't know, the Kentucky Derby?
Is that all they have to offer at the Kentucky Derby?
When you get the cheap infield tickets, yeah.
Well, I'll never be going.
Okay. All
No,
right.
like I'm a germ freak. I have a
You can
thing
squat.
with porta potty. I don't want the bottom of my shoes touching the floor of a porta potty.
Honestly, it's
I don't want to
fair.
breathe the fumes. I don't want that aroma. Like I am so whenever I use the bathroom in public, I don't want the hem of my pants to touch the floor. That's how insane I am. So,
No,
for my
I
own
do think about
peace,
that.
like I'm just not going to go to the porta potty. However,
Um,
if it, like one day I'm in my life, I'll probably have to use a porta potty again. Yeah, I'll be like turning my flashlight on to make sure there's not a snake in there.
well, the water is bright blue. Why is the water in a porta potty? bright blue. Can
Probably
someone
because it, like,
solve that
has to
mystery
be
for us?
so chemical.
Yeah, but like what chemical is bright blue? I feel like they're putting food coloring in it.
It's just a placebo. They're like, "Oh, you think it's clear?
Or
This is Kool-Aid."
okay, that is my number one irrational fear personally.
Yeah, okay. My irrational fear that is so extremely niche to me is I have a fear. First of all, I have horrific vision. My eyesight is actually off the charts. Like, it cannot be measured on the
Off
Snellen eye
the
chart.
chart.
It's that great. No, it's actually that bad. Can't be measured on the Snellen eye chart. Um, and the contacts I wear, you have to take them out at night. Like, if I were to sleep in them, or like if a fan is on, they get so dry that they almost fall out of my eyeballs. So my rational fear is that I'm going to get kidnapped and I'll be held hostage for an extended amount of time in which my contacts will then become dry, fall out of my eyes. I will not have my glasses, and therefore I will not be able to find my way home or ever escape. So, yeah, that is why I went and had corrective eye surgery consultation, because it actually is so terrifying. The
Yeah.
thought of that. Just not being able to see is a that is a rational fear I have. It happening in this sense is a little bit irrational, but
I mean, not really. Like, if we're saying that kidnapping isn't irrational, then like that's like once you're kidnapped,
okay,
like that's a likely result of being kidnapped.
okay, can you just not? Like actually, that's going to happen.
I'm like, there's like a 60% chance that
Let's get your
happens.
palms read and make sure this happens. Put it in your future.
No, I'm sorry. You don't even need to joke about that. That would be so
Yeah,
horrific.
it actually would be. But that has been my one. I can't tell you when that fear came about. I've literally worn contacts since I was in 4th grade. So,
I feel like you've talked about that our entire lives.
yeah. Unfortunately, I've been fearful for quite a while. But, like, I'm always locked and loaded with extra contacts. And just so you know, it's the worst day ever when I get caught in a bad circumstance and I don't have them. AKA the day we went to lifeguard training. And I had to open my eyes underwater. I mean, obviously, like, fair enough. And one of them fell out the very first round of things we
Wait,
did. Do
did
you
we?
not remember that?
Yes, I do, but I'm trying to remember. Did we try to find it after
I
that?
think like, I'm that blind.
I
We
think we tried, like, we were on the
probably
bottom
did.
of the pool trying to find your invisible contact.
Yeah, didn't work, so I'm walking around with one eye all day. Literally, I'm just, like, trying to keep the other one shut. Anyways, that's enough about my vision. So, let's get into some that you all also fear, and a lot of people had similar ones, and I'm glad that we're all in this together
The first one
in
that
the
I
last ones.
have is shoebill birds. Now, if you guys don't know what shoebill birds are, which we did not, I'm happy to pull up a picture and show you if you are watching on whatever you can watch on. These are shoebill birds. Okay, this is like a very unflattering picture, which I think is why this girl is afraid of them.
Oh, is it staring at me? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's staring
Okay.
at the camera. This is what they look like. That's the
No,
like really mean
actually, you're
face.
not irrational. That is an extreme
No,
rational fear.
so valid. And look how big it is.
We actually got no, that is a pterodactyl.
It's a dinosaur, yeah. And it looks like it would be so smart too. That's why it's so
Yeah,
scary.
it's smarter than me.
You're totally valid for this. And it has a little hook on the end of its beak. Oh,
We got
no,
a lot of
that's legit.
responses about birds being a fear. I also, this is my testimony as well. I don't, birds in enclosed spaces, specifically the garage. I'm done.
They're so
I'm
scary
done.
because they're so fast. They just
Have I
dart
ever
around
told?
everywhere.
Literally, they're so erratic. And I'm like, what is going on? Have I told the story of when I had a bat in my room?
No, I don't think maybe a long time ago, but not recently.
Oh my gosh. So the Lord gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, and he knew that was a fear of mine. So, I'm in my childhood bedroom. I I really don't know how old I was. I feel like I might have been in high school.
I think you
Definitely,
were in
because
high
I
school.
had a phone,
Yeah.
and I'm from the pilgrim age when you didn't have a phone in middle school. No, I'm in my bed, and I wake up, and you know how you're, like, lethargic when you wake up, and I'm like, I hear wings flapping. My eyes open, and I see, like, something fly across my room. Immediately under the covers I go,
Duh.
"I'm not coming out, I'm sorry." So, I, like, wait for a long time, I hear nothing, and when I was in high school, I wasn't allowed to keep my phone in my room at night, like, it had to be charging in the bathroom or, like, somewhere else. So, I have to make a game plan to get my phone. I can't Why did I not just, like, leave the room and stay out of the room? I have no idea. Somehow I get my phone, I'm back under the covers. I'm pretty sure if my memory is serving me right, and I literally text my dad, I'm like, "There's a bird in my room." This man, my childhood nickname is Birdie, and he's like, "Yeah, yourself." That's all he sends back. I'm like, "Okay, urgency would be so pleasant if you could hurry up. He's not home." So then I'm like, "Okay, I've gotta get out of this cell, this jail cell I'm in right now." I lift my head up. This thing is hanging upside down on my bookshelf. I
On your
officially have
bookshelf?
yes, I have rabies by association. Like,
Honestly, you're supposed to get a rabies shot if there's a bat in your house.
oh, really?
Did you know
Even if
that?
it no, what if it doesn't bite you?
You don't the thing is, like, you don't know if you've been bitten.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
unless you can kill the bat and then the bat can get tested for rabies, you're supposed to get a rabies vaccine. But, like, clearly you are fine.
No, I'm
So,
like, some things are adding up.
I have rabies.
Also, this is not the first bat in our house. My sister had
Wait,
a bat in
seriously?
her room. Yes.
You guys need to know these
Okay, let me
rules. You
finish this
have
story and I'll
rabies.
quickly tell the other one because both stories revolve around me. Anyways, actually, oh my gosh, premonition, it's the same bat. Okay, it's all making sense now. So,
Premonition about the past. That's just called
that's the
remembering.
melatonin. I'm sorry, melatonin moment. Um, so this bat is hanging upside down on my bookshelf. At this point, I'm gone. I'm out of my room. The door's closed. The past is in the past. I'm done there. So my dad comes home. I finally work up the courage. We open the door. The bat's not there anymore. So everyone thinks I'm crazy. They're like, okay, she must have had a dream. Like she's dreamed this.
You
I'm
had a
like,
vision of a bat.
okay, you all are narcissists. Like, why do you not believe me? So, a couple nights later, my mom and my sister had gone to the movies and watched The Conjuring. My sister is literally scared to death and will not
Yeah,
sleep in her room alone. So, my mom
yeah.
has to sleep upstairs in my sister's room with her, and I'm in my room. 3 in the morning rolls around, and my mom hears something crawling around in my sister's nail polish bag. And she's like, "What is that?" Turns on the light. Sure enough, bat. Bat in the nail polish eating my sister's leftover Pop Tart that she had sitting beside it.
Oh my
What does my
gosh.
sister do? Goes under the covers. I'm like, oh, it's just instinct. So,
It's the first line of defense.
literally, my dad is luckily home at this point, and he gets a towel and like traps this bat in a towel. They come in my room before they let it out, wake me up, tell me I was right.
Before they get rid of the
Yeah,
bat?
no, it's still in the towel. They're like,
Oh
look,
my
you were
gosh.
right. I'm like, okay, I never
Duh.
doubted myself, like, and you had to wake me up for this. Also, why is the bat still in the house? Like, let's get it outside. So, that is the story of the bat in our house. I can't believe I thought there was 2 separate ones. No, this was a whole gaslighting story about how my family didn't believe me.
Seriously, your family gaslit you, and I'm glad you didn't fall for it. You knew there was a bat. Speak your truth.
That is my truth, and ever since then, I just, like, I can't deal with any bird, anything like that. Sorry, guys,
No,
that was a really long story.
no, it really wasn't.
Okay, good.
It was the perfect length.
Do you wanna read all of yours first and then me read mine?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. We got a couple answers on Facebook and a couple answers on Instagram, if you're wondering. This person says grasshoppers along the same vein of animals
I could
slash
see that.
insects.
You just
Me
never can
too.
tell where they're gonna jump.
It's the same thing. It's like the erratic behavior, like they move so
Yeah.
fast. Yeah. However, I'm kind of fascinated by grasshoppers. Like the way their legs are like shaped. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they are very odd-looking little insects, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Also, what is their purpose?
That's a good question. What purpose do
Not
grasshoppers always they're probably eaten by like snakes and stuff.
Yeah. Also, okay, just, like, don't make snakes. I have so many why did we have to have certain things invented?
Well,
I'm not getting on to the creator. Like, he clearly knows best, but, like, I would've probably skipped a few.
I would have
Snakes
skipped like
being absolute
mosquitoes,
Oh, yeah. Mosquitoes, snakes,
ticks,
bats, ticks. Yeah. Wait, yeah, you just said ticks.
shoebill birds
Yeah.
for
Grasshoppers,
sure.
rats, moss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnats.
Okay.
We're just listing everything we hate. Cool.
This person says, this one's really funny. I'm afraid that I'm going to forget how to swim.
Yeah. I get it.
Valid. Do you get it really? Like, do you ever think that?
Yeah, like, also forgetting how to drive.
I do think I'm going to forget how to drive. I've never in my life thought I'm going to forget how to swim. Not to like make this person feel alone, but this is a funny one though.
Not to call you out, but it's like riding
Maybe
a bike.
maybe they like never learned how to swim well. So then they're like, "Oh, maybe like
Or
they
it's
only
just
know a few
something
strokes."
yeah, it's something as you get older you don't use as much. So maybe they're
Yeah.
just, like, worried that they're gonna lose that muscle memory.
But it's literally I understand that genuinely some people don't know how to swim and like don't know how to tread water and whatever. But like I semi don't understand it because it's like a survival instinct. Like I feel like, and I know I haven't. I know that I went to swim lessons when I was very young, but I just feel like treading water and being able to like keep your head above the water is natural in humans. Like I don't
No,
remember a time when I couldn't do it.
oh, I do.
Oh,
They
really?
had to, like, bribe me to even get in the pool, let alone swim.
Really?
Oh,
But like,
yeah.
would you just sink? Like you just couldn't do it?
I don't know, I just didn't want to. They I had to have a gift every day. My swim lessons teacher had to buy me a present every day.
What did you
Maybe I
get?
was literally just a brat. A Barbie.
That is
I'm
oh,
just
Barbies.
Yeah. Also, I could see how though it's a very panicked state. That I think
Yeah,
plays a large role into
panic. If I'm panicking, I would forget.
Yeah,
Literally forget how to swim. Yeah.
yeah, very true.
Now driving,
Okay, but
I
also
often
I'm sorry if it seems like I'm interrupting you. There's just a delay in doing virtual episodes. So I'm really sorry
yeah.
also to the listeners if it sounds like I am interrupting her. I'm really trying not to.
And
Um
if it sounds like I'm interrupting Mally, it's because I am interrupting Mally.
oh, it's cuz she's evil.
I'm just kidding.
What I was gonna say is also that's just hard for us to relate to because we have swam literally our entire lives.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
did swim lessons, immediately went into competitive swimming for years.
Like, sorry, get like
Yep.
us.
And then we lifeguarded, where we had to pick
Yeah.
bricks off the bottom of the pool with one contact. So, like, we are built
I
different.
almost didn't pass that. Fun fact, I had to do that test like 3 times. I almost couldn't pass it. It's where
Yeah,
you have to pick up a 35-pound brick from the bottom of like a 10-foot pool and swim it back to like the edge of the pool. Sometimes I can't get to the bottom of a pool. I'm very buoyant. Maybe that's why swimming is so easy for me
that's
because
true.
I
Also,
float.
I'm gonna call you out even more. That was a prerequisite to our lifeguard course.
It was. It was. I almost like couldn't even take the class.
It's okay because I almost failed too. I had to repeat the same thing 7 times because we had to rescue someone without a flotation device, and they give me the 6'5" guy that I have
Who
to,
is
and
we
who's
called him Michael
annoying.
Phelps. We called
He's
him
an
Michael Phelps.
Olympian.
He was acting truly dead. Like, we were making it pretty easy. Like, we weren't being complete
Yeah,
dead weight. No, he is dead weight, like 10 feet under
dead
the
weight.
water, and Riley has to go pick him up.
I was so pissed off. I was like, "Okay, at this point, like, s sorry, I tried. Call for help." Like, I
Start
don't know what to do
swimming.
at this point. Yeah, I was like, "Cut it out, Michael." Anyways, that's so we have an extensive swimming history.
Okay,
Did you
that's
get
all
any
mine.
more responses on Okay. Let me read some of the ones that we got on Instagram. We also got quite a few responses, so I feel like everyone shares this common interest. This one is one from me. I have a fear that someone's living in my attic or like my closet.
Or like your walls. Have you ever seen The Boy?
Yet I'm not going to sleep. Great. Sleep score 40. Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah.
That movie. Oh, no.
Or one of the stupid scary movies that me, you, Colin, and Ryan watched at your house. There were people who were like kind of squatting in this person's house. They would like stay out of the way during the day, and then when the people were like off at work, they would just go explore the house. And that actually, the movie was like not really scary at all. But by the way, I did still watch it like this the entire time, looking through the cracks in my fingers, but it wasn't really scary. Um, anyway, I have thought about that so much since we watched that movie. I'm like, what if someone is in here?
Yes. In here, in my attic, in my basement, in my bed. No, that's also like why I have to sleep with all my doors closed. Because if I can see shadows like at all, like a shower curtain or something, I'm not sleeping. I have to
But
get up
see,
and
I
check.
like sometimes I not as much now, but when I was younger, I always slept with my door open. So then when I would have my door closed, like I like to be able to see so that like if I hear something and I open my eyes, I can see that there's a shadow and I can like make a game plan for survival. I don't like to just not know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and no, unfortunately I don't because this is also where my irrational fear comes in. I can't see clearly.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
interesting how that works.
it affects everything. Yeah. So
Yeah.
any shadow I see is just a blob. So I'm like patting
You're
around
just
like Velma on Scooby Doo for my glasses, and then I knock them in the floor. Great, now the
you just
person
made
under my
me
bed is gonna get them.
you just privilege checked me.
Yeah,
You just made me
count your
realize what it would be like
blessings.
to be blind. Yeah.
Stay humble. Um, any next one. My entire search history being made public. And that would be my last day on Earth. I'd be
This
teleporting.
was I did I write that in?
Yeah, Laura
Oh,
Grace
that was me, yeah.
Jenkins.
I am so afraid of this, and not because there's anything like crazy in my search history, but like I'm I'm not like ashamed to search anything. Any thought that pops into my mind,
Yeah.
like if it's like off color, like anything, I'm gonna be Googling it. So I just do think I would get canceled probably.
Canceled, and I would just simply be embarrassed. Like, I'm just
I would be
embarrassed.
very embarrassed.
Yeah, that
The
also
thing is,
go ahead.
you would know so much about me if you read my
Oh,
search
yeah.
history.
Oh, yeah. I'm cracking up. Me halftime at the hospital is, like, Googling what the medication is I'm about to give you. All my patients be like, "Oh, you're the dumbest person on earth."
Yeah. I'm sure
And
that's comforting.
yeah. They're like, "Oh,
At
she
least you're
really knows."
Googling it.
Yeah, like, put some respect on my name. Um, Along the same vein, one of my biggest fears is recording all my anytime I'm talking about someone, which okay, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't need to do that, but unfortunately, I am going to. My phone's going to be recording me and sending it exactly to that person.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
And you know what? anytime this has happened to me, but I've been able to click away the message because now if you hold your phone up, it records
Yeah.
you when you're on messages. And I'll be like talking about the messages I'm getting, and it's recording me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
great, you hate me. My phone hates me.
That happens to me a lot.
That feeling of your heart that enters your butt when you realize, oh, you see that little red dot and the timer ticking up. And
Yep.
all those things you just said are now documented. Worst feeling ever.
Truly.
Okay, this one is incredibly niche. A donkey being ridden by a clown with those geese that have the red stuff on their faces. Um,
Like, yeah. That you know what? That
I
is
guess
irrational.
that's exactly what I was asking for.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, clowns, I get it. That you're valid.
Donkeys are scary. My brother did
Yeah.
a project on donkeys when he was little, and fun fact, more people get killed per year by donkeys than in airplane crashes.
Are you serious?
At least that was true when John was in about 7th grade.
Maybe those statistics have changed, but that is insane.
Maybe donkey-related incidents have gone up, though. Who knows?
They could have. My dress being tucked into my underwear when I leave the bathroom. Yeah, or toilet paper on my
Absolutely.
shoe.
You know, the toilet paper thing isn't as bad because you can just kick it off. It's harder to recover from the underwear.
You don't recover. The only recovery is leaving the function.
Yeah.
You walk out, your granny panties are eating your dress.
And it's
What?
like all bunched up, so it's not going to be a flattering look like your dress is
No.
bunched up in your underwear. Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. Sharks.
Um,
Oh, sorry. What?
do you remember? I don't know if you ever heard this, but Kristen Johns tells a story about when she was in college. She like wore a cute little dress one day, and you know how when you're wearing a dress and you have a backpack on, like it's so easy that your
Oh, it
dress will get
rides
caught
up.
up in your backpack. And she walked all the way across campus, and then finally realized that her butt was fully out the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that is bad. Your backpack, it did do that. Also, like, does it to your shirt. It does it to everything. It's just
Everything just
hungry.
eats it up. Yeah.
Just eats it. Okay, sharks. Sharks in swimming pools.
Yes.
As a child, absolutely.
Honestly, up until recently, maybe still, I haven't been swimming in like a deep, I'm serious, like the city pool, deep water, I would get
Okay, yeah.
so scared. So scared. Even like in middle school, at least.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's so deep. It's like
14 feet deep.
it's a very deep pool.
Yeah.
And even though you can see like it's still a little murky, there's
It
always some
is.
leaves and stuff at the bottom.
And,
So I was like,
and you
oh,
can't, yeah, you can't see the bottom. So it could just come out of like the abyss.
right out of that
I,
huge drain.
I remember like swimming to the edge. I was like, this was a genuine fear of mine.
Hmm. I'm
I get
sorry.
you, girl.
Bird flew from feathers on the street. This is a new fear for this person.
Is that a thing? Is there an
Uh,
epidemic?
I guess so. Similar to the lettuce epidemic that we're going through, that's giving people
Yeah.
explosive
Explosive
diarrhea.
diarrhea.
Good thing I don't eat a salad ever.
Yeah. Good
I'm
thing I've
safe.
never had a slice of lettuce. I mean, a piece of lettuce, a slice.
A sliver.
Yeah.
Vector-borne diseases.
I don't know what this is. We should have looked it up. Wait,
I'm
let me
gonna.
Google it.
Okay, yeah, you Google it. You sound like valid in that fear.
Vector?
Yeah, Vector.
Okay. Vector-borne diseases are infections spread by blood-sucking arthropods like mosquitoes,
Okay.
ticks, and fleas.
Yeah,
Wait, I now have this fear too. Thank you.
you just put the label on it.
Yeah, like Lyme disease, West Nile
Hmm.
virus.
Yeah. Also, those are
Wait.
like life-altering diseases.
Yeah, you can't get rid of Lyme disease, can you? There's like
I don't
not a
think so.
cure.
No.
Okay. New fear.
New fear unlocked. This one
What's
says
that?
June bugs. I
Hmm.
get it.
Okay.
They're so fat and disruptive.
Yes. And there's always so if there's one, there's a million June bugs.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of our okay, it's thundering. This is one of our childhood friends. She had a childhood fear of bananas. Do you remember
She
that?
did. Yes. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and we were terrible friends. We were not comforting in the slightest. We
No.
only amplified that. I have a vivid memory. When I was in health science class in high school, we had to like practice putting on PPE, and the gowns that we had were yellow. So I put it on and I was like, "Oh, look, I'm a banana," and like was acting like I was a banana and sent it to her first thing in the morning.
How do bananas act?
Like just shaping myself as one. Like peeled the banana, peeling off all my layers.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
that's the first class I have in the morning. I send at 8 a.m. I'm like, "Good morning, banana.
Good morning. I'm a banana.
Have a great day. Love a
Do you remember
banana."
she would like have nightmares about bananas.
Yeah. I wonder what that's was stemming from. Like, that's just
I don't
so
know.
random and niche. But
Yeah.
yeah, it affect we're in high school. That's a long-lasting fear.
It affected her for a very long time.
It did. She also I'm really just ratting out this girl, but I'm not exposing who it is. She wrote in holes, and I was like,
I've
"Okay,
I've
I'm
heard of
gonna
this.
need, like, a little more explanation." I was like, "Do you mean, like, a hole in the ground, like you're walking, you don't see it, you break your ankle?" That's kind of rational. But she my skin feels weird looking at this. She sent me, like ooh, no, I hate this. Tiny holes, like, in your hands and stuff. I have chills. So I don't know what that is, but I don't ever wanna know.
I've seen that where people are afraid of certain like
Textures?
it's kind of a texture thing, but it's like a area with just a bunch of tiny holes in it like that.
Yeah, I hate that,
I
actually.
know, it's
Those
awful.
pictures just really rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, this is the last one I have. Those little geckos that always find their way into your house. I'm absolutely terrified. Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Like when you're at the beach and then there's those little tiny lizards. Also, lizards are just erratic. I hate all things erratic.
I kind of love a lizard though. I feel like they're clean, so I
Okay,
don't
now,
mind them.
wait, like a big lizard, I like to look at them. But those little, like a blue-tailed lizard,
Hmm.
they're just so.
They are, yeah, they are. You're right. They're
Also,
definitely
I
erratic.
imagine them feeling nasty.
Did you never catch one when you were little and their tails fell
No.
off and then grew
Mm.
back?
No, but my wiener dog, Hazel, she always had a blue-tailed lizard in her mouth, and the
Yeah.
tail would just be, like, freaking out, hanging out of her mouth.
That's so cute.
But, yeah. Also, I don't like frogs.
Okay.
I just need to get that off my chest.
Thank you for telling me.
I hope that you all were able to maybe relate to some of these irrational fears, and maybe it made you think of some more that you have that you forgot to send us. Go ahead and send them our way, 'cause
Leave them in the comments.
I love reading these
Me too.
and expressing my own. But anywho, guys, bedtime's here. I'm gonna be retiring. And let's wish LG a great vacay this weekend, and we hope that you all have a great weekend. I'll see you on the flip side. See ya, love ya. Bye.